How's it going, everybody? This is Rob of Novakast, back with another podcast for you guys, and oh boy, episode 100. I can't believe we actually got back to the 100s of our podcast. Yay. Really excited, as well as excited to talk about the freaking topic that we're going to discuss. As you can tell, I'm not very excited for it, but whatever. Yeah, because when it comes down to this whole situation, I mean, it's Onision. What does anybody expect at this point? Again, especially since it's involving Onision in any way. Good Lord. So, in this podcast, we were going to talk about Onision's reaction, I guess his recent reaction to the documentary stuff, as well as me going over some of my notes on the recent documentary episode. So, fun. Very, very fun. I'm so flippin' excited to talk about this. Waiting for the rest of the crew to come on so we can get started. How's everybody doing today? Share on Twitch, which I think I already did. Yep, I already did. Excited to do this. And see who comes on. Do some random stuff. All right. Well, I'm waiting. Might as well look up a weird video or something. But man, there has been some weird shit. Also, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the for those who have been watching our streams, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the It Takes Two streams. Those have been a lot of fun. Playing with MJ on that particular game. Really excited to play some more of that game later on. Looking at the podcast. Not much going on. Looking at the chat. Looking at the social media pages. Not much going on in that front. If you guys can hear the random noises in the background, that's my dogs. One of them's eating their food. In a second, if anything, I'm probably going to get started in this. Because, yeah, it's been interesting. Because I took down a couple of notes when it comes down to the Onision documentary, and it's kind of stupid. I guess if anything, could quickly talk about the reaction from Onision, where at this point now he's trying to spin the script, like trying his damnness to spin the script and trying to find anybody who will listen to him when it comes down to him claiming that Sarah did inappropriate things to him forcefully. I guess, if anything, forced him into sex or whatever. Hey, MJ.
Hold on just a sec. Why is it not picking up on my... Of course, always. Always gotta have issues. Oh.
That's what happens with our crap.
Woo! Okay, fixed it.
Hey, you know what makes it better though?
Hmm.
A soft pretzel.
Ooh, soft pretzels sound good.
Though not frozen soft pretzels because they aren't as good.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like after you just put them out, took them out of the microwave.
Mm. There's a pretzel place around here. They have pretzel dogs that are really good. And they have like specialty pretzels, like random, like weird flavors. But I usually would just get like the pretzel dogs.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Are you one of those people that eats pretzels with mustard?
Strangely enough, actually Dijon mustard.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't like yellow mustard. Yellow mustard's a little too strong for me, I guess. But I mean, that sounds weird because I like Dijon mustard, which could be arguably considered stronger as far as like flavor. But no, I just know people who like to dip their pretzels in mustard. Didn't know if you were one of the weird ones.
Well, like I said, I mean, to be honest, it's I use Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard is good though.
It is.
I like Dijon mustard, and I also like spicy brown mustard, but only on certain things.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'd ever just go out and buy mustard for myself. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, I'm not buying it.
By the way, we're episode 100.
I know. I was just gonna mention that.
And we're talking about freaking Onision.
Oh, son of a bitch.
By the way,
I wanted to show that clip that from last night where we both just jump off the bridge.
hold on. I'll pull it up. It's like the first few seconds of the podcast.
It was in like the first few minutes of it, yeah.
No, it was literally like the first minute of the podcast.
Well, I knew it was right at the beginning, but for some reason Discord was not letting me send it properly. And because I edited it down because there's a file size limit on Discord, but yeah, I got it down to like 27 seconds and it still wouldn't post. So I was like, fuck it.
I'm trying to find it, like get to that exact spot.
I was kind of bummed because I was watching the VOD of it and my audio was a little low. I wasn't really near my mic though, to be fair. But you sound great. The game volume was a little loud.
All right, I think I found it. Switching Discord to another page, or not Discord, the StreamYard. I'm so glad I have two monitors. Just makes things so much easier.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, share
That's why
audio.
whenever we do the podcast, I just go into my nerd cave rather than staying in my room.
Okay. All right.
That's fine.
Hey, quick thing.
Oh no,
with some of the drama that's happened in the past, this is low tier God's career.
Oh no, it's still, it's not loading properly, or it's just really slow.
Hold on. Could you hear it though?
I could hear it, but it wasn't matching or syncing up with
maybe if I
with the visual.
Maybe if I lower the resolution.
That's fine.
Okay, there we go. Quick thing. Hey, with some of the drama that's happened in the past, this is low tier God's career. And this is Onision's career. Oh wait, and this is low tier God's credibility.
I am number one.
That was great.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, we started off fantastically strong.
Well, especially with how we've started the podcast before, or at least the channel, which is basically shitting on people.
Yeah.
By the way, and as as I promised, I was the one that had to suffer through the documentary.
Mm-hmm. How'd that go?
Not great.
Go on.
Well, hold on. Before we get into that, I want to quickly talk about Onision's response because I had this whole thing set up.
Okay.
Because recently, because I want your reaction on this too. Because now at this point, Greg is trying to flip the script when it comes to because right now he's doing all these live streams trying to get people to believe him, even though the only people are more likely going to go and talk to him are literally
live
the
streams
people.
Where on YouTube?
Yeah. But yeah, the only people that are going to go and talk to him are literally the people that would kiss his ass.
Yeah.
And defend him. But right now he's going into trying to make the accusation or the allegation that Sarah was the one that was the abuser, and that she was the one that, quote unquote, sexually assaulted Greg and Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts?
Well, I already said it before. Like, I have had very little difficulty with automatically dismissing his claims just because he keeps saying that it's been proven, but it's all hearsay.
Yeah.
Like Sarah, this 9-hour phone call that he had with her, like he keeps bringing it up, but he doesn't post anything.
No.
Not saying that he should, but he's not helping by saying, well, Sarah admitted to me that they did this. Well, is that what Sarah said, or is that what you're saying?
Heck, he got mad because a lot of people were saying, show the evidence. Where's this fucking phone call? Where's all the evidence where she actually did these things?
People were giving him shit for it?
Yeah.
Good.
And he was getting mad.
Hello.
He was getting very upset.
Happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy early birthday.
His birthday's on Tuesday.
But
ready to join the 35 club?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Of course,
yeah,
there can never only be one.
But yeah, right now he's trying to make the claim that Sarah.
So what does he say when they
sexually or either
when they show the evidence? What does he say?
He gets mad. He's like, "Oh, I've already shown the evidence." Like, no, dude, you already given here. It's like he's like, "I already shown the evidence in this video." It's like, well, can you show us a link? And like, which video are you talking about? Because you don't actually tell us which one. You just said, "Oh, in a video."
Jesus.
Did they go and shit on YouTubers in the 4th episode?
They did.
Oh.
I mean, they're still doing it. I mean, it's come to be expected. It's well, okay. There's quite a few things that were brought up in that. And since we're kind of, because I feel I'll quickly go through this. So I took down a few notes, particularly people that showed up in this episode, as well as clips of people that wanted nothing to do with the documentary, but still their content is being shown in it. James Crowley, who is a internet cultural reporter, Edwin from, you guessed it, Edwin Generations, Tipster in a clip, Repsion in a clip, Katie YouTuber, Joy, aka Joy Sparkle BS, in a clip, Def Noodles.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Well, I posted the video for that one.
I'm sorry, who the fuck is Def Noodles again?
We've talked about him before. He's the one who's being jokingly said defamation noodles. He doesn't even talk about fucking Onision, so I don't get why he.
That's what I was like. Who the fuck?
He got
is this
mad
guy?
because there was an article written about him before this documentary came out, because they had said that people tend to confuse his content with like his overall message because he's trying to be satirical, but he's actually covering real news.
Yeah.
And so he got pissed about that, and he ended up blocking the reporters.
Oh, wow.
He, like, if you think about him, he will block you.
Well, he must be a
He
nobody
doesn't-
because I didn't know who
He's
the fuck he
got
was.
about 500,000 subs.
I mean,
Actually, I still
we're
don't care.
nobodies too, so I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, to
I
me,
mean, he cannot take criticism. He cannot take criticism at all.
he sounds like a whiny
And
little prick.
he's made false allegations.
it's really a shame.
He takes things out of context in order to, provide his narrative. Sounds like somebody we know. Maybe it's appropriate that he was in the documentary.
To quote to quote Brandon Rogers, he sounds like a whiny little prick. Jonathan Wilbotcher, who is an audience strategist. Maggie Maybe, who is an attorney. Sarah, obviously, because that was the main focus of this episode. And Regina, who is Kai's ex-girlfriend. And Randy Daniel, who is Greg's dad. This is just a number of the people that I wrote down in my notes that showed up or had clips or their clips taken out of context for this documentary. So right off the bat, they go over the demonetization. Also bringing up the fact that, when it happened, a lot of people were kind of split down the middle. Like some people felt that it was long overdue. Some people felt that it was, I think we can all agree that some people felt that it was long overdue. Some people felt that it was not enough for him to just get demonetized. And other people kind of saw this as YouTube possibly taking the wrong steps when it comes to monetization. Which this was I think that was quite a few things that were going on or being said. I mean, in my case, I was kind of like this took way too long for it to happen. I think that was my reaction.
This episode was supposed to come out in March.
Oh no! Well, I'm talking about the whole demonetization thing.
Like, I'm talking about the documentary itself.
Oh yeah,
because it's supposed to come out in March. I thought.
Kind of makes me wonder what other steps concerning demonetization some of those individuals had in mind.
Yeah, and then there's a segment or a couple segments with Def Noodles. Discussing his thoughts, and I'm glad you told me more about this guy because it makes because from how you describe it, it doesn't make any sense as to why he's one even on the podcast or on the documentary, and two why he's talking about a topic that he doesn't focus on or has done anything on.
Well, he's been in a lot of drama lately himself because of taking clips out of context, and then whenever somebody criticizes him, he calls it satire. And he has edited clips to make people look bad, to make them look worse, and then sending a mob of people to go and after the people that he talks about. And he wasn't always like this. He was much more just like your basic vlogging kind of variety YouTuber, but then suddenly he just started kind of developing this Def Noodles persona, and he got all bitter because somebody made fun of him because they said he wasn't funny, and he decided to try to educate them about comedy.
Comedy is subjective.
When you've got to explain your jokes,
it's not funny.
It's not funny. And then he shows a clip of him in a stand-up or doing a stand-up on a set, and the clip he uses, I have no idea what the context of it is. It's more like the audience is laughing at the person that's kind of heckling him. They're kind of laughing with the guy that's heckling him rather than with him,
That kind of reminds me of since it's in the same vein of Onision, it kind of reminds me of one of the earlier debates. I'm using that term lightly, where he had a bunch of people who did not like him, and one guy that apparently was supposed to be banned off of fucking YouTube and people were questioning him about his comedy, particularly the Bad Parents video. Now, for those who don't remember the Bad Parents video, it's a video where you have a dad who can't handle taking care of his own baby and proceeds, while he's on a Skype call with his wife, proceeds to go into the other room with the baby, start to beat it.
Oh, God.
And you only hear, and we talked about this too, and you don't see it, but you hear it, and it's like putting in your mind what's actually happening. And it ends with the father then proceeding to shoot the baby.
Oh, wait. Onision video, yes?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, I'm still kind of waking up because I'm like, oh my God, who died?
But yeah, so, and then
My
a lot of people were asking what was the attempt of comedy in that whole situation.
Well, comedy,
And-
I will always defend comedy being subjective. I don't think there's objective comedy.
Yeah.
But go on.
And unfortunately, he had to try to justify his jokes, including what. Obviously, I'm just gonna say it was not a funny video. In fact, if anything, it was really demented. I'm one of those people like looking at that, and I've seen crazy shit, especially when movies. That what Onision produced years ago was fucking demented.
Like I've said before, the one Onision video that I actually like was his Death Note video. I thought he did a really good job on that. But other than that, I don't really watch his shit because I just don't care. But like, I didn't even know he still existed until Jack and Glenn posted those videos about that he's still emailing all those people.
Oh yeah. Creepy fucker.
Like, really? Like, they don't want to talk to you, and instead you give them a tutorial of how to block their email instead of just stop emailing.
That was stupid. That was grade A, just complete stupidity on Greg's part. It really was.
Like, he just seems like he's like, oh, this is gonna sound kind of harsh, but he acts like he's trying to suck up to the popular kids in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be friends with these people, or I want them to believe me because they talked about me, and he wants to try so hard to prove them wrong. And in his head, he probably believes that he did prove all of them wrong and they're just stupid and not listening. But
that's not the case.
But quit shouting at something that isn't going to respond, or at least respond in the way that you want them to.
Exactly.
So, just going on with this documentary, what else is on there?
Briefly goes over but after the initial Sarah segment, there's not much after that, but it briefly goes over why or at least discusses why it took so long, or at least brought up the idea of why it took so long to deal with Onision, and why YouTube actually finally stepped in to deal with it, and brings up the
MJ.
What happened?
My Sage.
And I think, if I remember correctly, the reason, and I think, and a lot of us agreed to this, is the reason that YouTube stepped in was they didn't want bad publicity. That's the only reason why they stepped in to begin with.
Yeah, but you know how much bad publicity YouTube gets in general.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But anything that would involve them losing their advertisers, that caused them to step in. I mean, again, which they actually bring up a good point, is half the time there is no accountability. Half the time with a lot of the shit that goes on YouTube.
Well, everyone seems to be so litigious nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to sue you, or, hear the same old typical terms on the internet. Slander, libel, defamation, and I'm going to sue you. And there have been some instances recently where, yeah, people have gone and done just that, but usually it's just for show.
Yeah, a lot of them were like, just, you know what? If you want to sue me, fucking sue me. And that's basically how some of them been. Because like, look, and I think, and if anything, the funniest thing that has happened the past couple of years was Onision literally taking Repsion to court and fucking face planting because of how stupid he was. I called Chris Hansen the stand. Which Chris Hansen? You called in the wrong one to court.
Is Chris Hansen in this documentary for the episode 4?
Actually, no.
Oh, thank God.
I think if he didn't show up for this one, which I'm fucking happy about. They didn't have that.
Why he didn't show up for that one?
They didn't even have that douchebag reporter.
Stephen Asarch?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe because of all the backlash from the previous episodes? I don't know.
I think he had some other drama going on last time I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But actually,
he was
even
kissing ass to all the commentary or like the larger commentary YouTubers back when this all started.
Yeah, and then when the episodes start coming out, oh, it's the YouTubers that are the fucking problem.
Says the guy who wears a Pokemon shirt for a professional documentary. Even though that shirt was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe not the best one to wear for a documentary if you want to be taken seriously.
But like another thing too is they also, especially when it comes down to the whole situation with Onision being demonetized. One thing I really didn't like is they used some clips from different YouTubers, and I think if anything, I'm gonna say 100%. A lot of them, especially when they're trying to make some people who are supporting Onision or supporting, harassment and shit like that, they took people out of context.
Of course.
To, set up their agenda that all YouTubers are bad.
That's why part of the reason why I won't watch it.
Yeah.
Why I suffered for everybody. Now, do
you want me to say thank you?
No. No.
Because I wasn't going to. Just kidding. Thank you for suffering for us. Rob died for our sins.
Fuck.
Wait, what was that last bit?
Nothing. You heard nothing.
I'll just look at the podcast afterwards.
I said and such.
Okay.
I'm gonna rewind it if you don't say.
But after that, I need to go on a little rant.
It's episode 100. Please do.
Oh no! This is good. So, and I think you might take part in this with me.
Oh.
So, before the segment, Sarah's segment, which is basically almost the entire rest of the episode, where she goes over everything that she's gone through. They in text talk about how Sarah wanted to remain anonymous in the first episode. I'm like, you dumb, inconsiderate motherfuckers. Do you not realize that her being anonymous was basically taken away from her when you still use clips of her?
Yep.
Using her even though you blurred her out, you used her likeness. People could look up the fucking videos of what, especially with the Chris Hansen interviews, look up her likeness and immediately know who the fuck you're talking about. You dumb motherfuckers.
I mean, with them, they are also... Oh, shoot. Now I'm losing my train of thought. I was reading what Machiko said. Her Sim's having an emotional breakdown and barely passing the... Oh. But it reminds me of... did we talk about this during the podcast about Playmate Tessie's mother? Retracting her...
The comment that was made during...
Dr. Phil?
The Dr. Phil thing, and where she had retracted it?
Yeah.
where she had said that like she didn't want this being public or anything like that, and they basically said, well, you signed a release. That's kind of what I feel like is happening here.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna address their own personal issues of why people don't like the documentary. They're gonna continue to edit it the way they want to edit it.
Hey,
Mhm.
Discovery Plus,
for consistency, I'm assuming.
yeah, and
Regardless, it's fucked up.
and it's
Yeah.
sad, and it's sad when reporting like this makes YouTube more credible when it comes to their reporting. Especially,
they're not going to put it. They're not going to portray it that way.
well, I'm just saying, especially when showing respect to individuals that don't want any part. Like if you were to do a documentary showing, trying to show some respect to individuals who want nothing to do with the documentary.
Did the phone call ever get mentioned? The 9-hour phone call?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow.
She did go over. Actually, she did go over the whole rape allegation thing that Onision's been spewing, and she was. I mean, the look on her face was like kind of dumbfounded, or like she looked dumbfounded about the whole allegation, and she's like, I never did that. And if anything, as she described the whole situation, when Onision was trying to get them to sign the NDA, she joked, and this was more of a joke with Lainey about wanting something out of it. That was the word she used, wanting something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Onision, I guess, tried to use that against her to make a claim freaking Sarah raped us, when that wasn't the case. And if anything,
regardless, he doesn't look good in the whole thing because he was so staunchly adamant about reporting sexual assault.
Oh,
and that anyone who doesn't report it is just letting the abuse happen.
Yeah. Another thing too is they even bring up the fact that we tried to get Onision on for interview, but he wanted like immense compensation to be part of the documentary.
It's all a matter of control. That's what he wants, is control.
And he
gets to determine whether or not this person gets to interview them.
And that also brings up the whole, because he tries to make this remark that, oh, they never came to me about being a part of the documentary. We're like, bitch, they freaking came to you and you wanted compensation to be on the documentary. You wanted a ton of money to be on the documentary to tell your story.
To play devil's advocate, I can see why he would want compensation for a documentary that talks badly about him. Not saying I agree with him, but I'm just trying to think of his perspective and where they're coming from. But do I give a shit?
I'm just seeing it as like some of the behavior he's displayed, and when it comes to any situation involving a second party.
He is so quick to believe like the false rumors that were made up about certain people that were in the documentary being paid to be in it.
Yeah, because last time I checked,
Eugenia Cooney wasn't in this episode.
Yeah, because last time I checked, a lot of the content creators weren't paid at all.
None of them were,
including Edwin's generation. He wasn't paid.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's still the whole thing about whether or not he should have been in that documentary in the first place. I don't. I get why he wanted to do it, but I think that he was a little naive as far as in his intentions. Like where he expected that just because he said all these things to the producers, that it was gonna be shown in the way that he was saying it, and that during the interview. To be surprised when, oh shit, they took him out of context. I still am not sure how I feel about him being part of that documentary in the first place. And the fact that he seemed so surprised that he was taken out of context. But I don't know. I'm gonna stop because I'm not trying to blame Edwin here. I have my issues with him, but yeah.
And then
he's not the person that I should be focused on.
Yeah, because you have like, since we're talking about it, we had Chris Hansen trying to fire back at Edwin when he tried to give just a minor bit of criticism to Chris Hansen.
The unfortunate part is that, well, we've talked about this before. There's this kind of balance between what people that aren't familiar with him will perceive when watching this documentary versus those that are already familiar with the situation through YouTube and social media. But it's just kind of sad that, you know, some people are going to take that because it's through a reputable company / network that things are going to be fact checked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, a new person watching this documentary is going to see YouTubers in a negative light and believe what is being shown to them in said documentary because it's a documentary, so it must be factual. Okay, be right back, Aden says.
And it's sad, especially since, you know, this documentary would not have happened without all the work that YouTubers have put into it.
Mm-hmm. And most people forgot about the damn thing. Like,
yeah,
the first episodes came out in January. It's 5 months later, or almost 5 months later. And then they're finally coming out with this episode. So
probably,
in comparison to the other 3 episodes, is it worse?
I think it's just as bad.
Mm.
I mean, to an extent, mostly because with this whole Sarah segment, I feel like it's way out of the blue, especially since originally for 3 episodes she wanted to be anonymous. And
anonymous?
Yeah, and I feel like there's something happening in the background that caused her to, you know, finally take part in the documentary.
Anyone still talking about Onion is obsessed.
We haven't talked about Onion for freaking months.
Well, we did briefly mention him last night.
But still,
when we jumped off a bridge.
That was once. joking about his career.
I should compile highlights from that playthrough into one video. Because I have some stuff that I haven't shared that I've clipped.
Watch as you put in the clip or highlight the clip where we were torturing those poor snow people.
Good God.
Let's spin the merry-go-round faster.
Did he literally fall off? Oh no, he didn't.
Oh yeah, because we were doing it was the
Ferris wheel.
Was it the Ferris wheel?
There was a Ferris wheel, and then there was
because we were spinning it, and I'm spinning it. I'm like, wait, oh god, did they? Because for a second I didn't see them in the little cart thing. I'm like, oh god, did they fall out? I'm like, oh wait, no, never mind.
We didn't go to the snowball arena though.
No, we didn't. By the way, I have to make this disclaimer again. No turtles were harmed in the making of that video.
I have a feeling that those turtles had to be for something.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a snowball arena.
Probably.
Because, I mean, why have magnetic turtles?
I am not sure. That shuffleboard game was fun, though.
Oh, yeah, that was. I like the fact that I don't know if it gets any harder after the second time where they had those barriers up, but I'm pretty sure we missed a few last night, or a few mini games, because we only counted that one, right?
I think so. think it was just the one.
Didn't we say that we were going to finish this game after the second episode? And now we're on part 5. Probably part 6 and 7 are really going to be a thing.
Yeah, we were doing like 2-hour episodes at a time.
Yeah, 2.5. But I would say that I would estimate we have at minimum one more session to get through it.
The fuck? So I went to go because we were briefly talking about Playmate Tessie.
Mm-hmm.
I went and looked at her channel, which apparently she got her old channel back.
Oh, really? Did she, or she just gained that many subscribers?
Are you fucking kidding me? So her profile picture is the pink ribbon for
cancer.
Yeah, the thing that got her in trouble. The thing that
really?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna assume it's just for sympathy points.
It just seems so insensitive considering the context associated with them.
Yeah. But like for 4 streams, it's titled "My Ex-Boyfriend Stole All My Money Out of My Bank Account." Oh wait, no, never mind. There's another one, and apparently she did a psychopath test. I kind of want to see the results of that one.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the quiz. Hold on.
I'm afraid to play this.
How evil are you? Okay. Let's take this test. I'll interview you. Let's see here. There's 50 questions, but they're very short.
Okay.
All right, here we go. First question. I am manipulative, yes or no?
No.
Everyone is manipulative, yes or no?
No.
Manipulated people deserve it, yes or no?
Deserve what?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say.
Or deserve being manipulated people deserve it because they're too stupid to figure out that it's being manipulated.
I want to say no.
I would say no for me, but I have a cruel streak.
No.
I exploit others for my own gain.
No.
I lack remorse.
No.
I'm skilled at mimicking empathy.
No.
Selfishness is a sign of strength.
Wait, what was the question?
Selfishness is a sign of strength.
No.
I'm entitled to special treatment.
No.
I have arrogant body language.
No.
I see people as prey.
No. Who the fuck wrote this?
I don't know.
Is it the same people that made the are you a misogynistic male quiz?
Hold on. This test is based on a Buddhist nun called Sale Anuttara. If you'd like to read more about psychopaths, the popular book is The Psychopath Test. Let me see if there's a different one. Because I can just already tell that most of these are going to be no from you. What are the 20 traits of a psychopath? Okay, let me read that. Let's see here. Where is it? The revised version of this checklist includes the following characteristics of a psychopath: glibness or superficial charm, grandiose sense of self-worth, need for stimulation or proneness to boredom, pathological lying, cunning and manipulative, lack of remorse or guilt, shallow affect or reduced emotional responses, callous / lack of empathy, parasitic lifestyle, poor behavioral controls, promiscuous sexual behavior, early behavioral problems, lack of realistic long-term goals, impulsivity, irresponsibility, failure to accept responsibility for one's own actions, many short-term marital relationships, juvenile delinquency, revocation of conditional release from prison, or criminal versatility, so committing diverse types of crimes. Sound like anyone we know? How do I know whether I'm a psychopath? Okay. The classic adage is that if you have to ask whether you're a narcissist, you aren't.
Wait, what?
It says here, the classic adage is that if you have to ask whether you're a narcissist, you aren't. Not so with psychopathy. Some suspect that they have the condition because they lack appropriate empathic and effective responses from a young age. The only way to be certain is through consult with a mental health professional and seek testing. And the thing is that psychopath and sociopathy, those aren't clinical disorders. Those aren't, determined by a mental health professional. These are just more societal terms.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I
Never
was
missed
testing
any-
Rob to see whether he was a psychopath or not.
Oh,
I can tell you I am not a psychopath.
He's lying. Because that's one of the signs, right? Pathological lying? Where is it?
How would you know that I'm pathologically lying?
That kind of attitude's gonna get you straight off YouTube.
God.
Oh, good lord.
Let me
So-
see. All right. I had my fun.
So yeah, I guess if anything, just the bottom line with this is the Onision documentary is trash.
Yeah. Please tell me
Manipulative.
they're not making another episode.
I mean, it doesn't
I
say anything
wouldn't put
that
it past him.
doesn't say anything if there's gonna be a new episode.
Or like a season
Wasn't it
2.
supposed to be? Wasn't it supposed to be like 6 episodes total?
Watches like
The
the last
documentary?
episode. Watches the. You know what would be funny? The last episode is them actually arresting Onision.
That'd be something else.
Yeah.
That'd be like that's the season finale.
No, I believe it was just supposed to be the 3 episodes.
Mm.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the 3 episodes originally, but they added the 4th one because, one, they got backlash for putting Sarah in the video when she didn't want to, and 2, they finally got Sarah to take part in it.
Mm.
Well, according to Sarah, only because of the fact that they fucked up so badly that she felt like she needed to set the record straight.
Yeah.
Which might actually have been the intention.
I mean, they must have filmed this months ago. Because wasn't it at the end of the 3rd episode was where they showed Sarah like sitting down, getting ready to be interviewed?
Yeah.
From what I remember. I didn't watch episode. I think I only watched the 1st episode.
I watched all 3. They all suck.
You mean all 4 now?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't willing to resubscribe to Discovery Plus to watch an episode be botched and butchered up in comparison to how commentary YouTubers can do it and do it better. But I mean, Chris Hansen still is running his rinky-dink YouTube channel with random people that no one knows about.
Yeah. Yep.
Surprised he hasn't gone after EDP.
Right.
You'd think. You'd think. I mean, he was the To Catch a Predator guy.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think he would go after another one of the Predators.
That,
Or,
or talk
actually,
about like his thoughts. Talk about his thoughts on those individuals who confronted EDP and fucked up the case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure for
Those guys are
whatever
already frustrating as it is.
I'm sure for whatever reason Chris Hansen would fuck it up and try to defend him in some way.
I mean, he's fucked up, but I don't know if he would fuck up to that. Well, I'm not defending the guy. Fuck it. There's no point.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give him credit where credit is due, but I just can't give him credit for anything right at the moment. it's just interesting that he's covering, like, when he does stream, it's just random people. And, like, I don't know his viewer count, but it's a lot lower than it used to be.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys seen, like, Nicholas Dorio's videos on him. Like, he did a really good job on those.
I have
Like,
not
talking about all the different issues with, like, with Chris Hansen and being with, like, in terms of, like, scamming and money issues and all that.
You haven't seen that yet.
I honestly haven't been keeping up with anything related to Chris Hansen.
Yeah, I haven't either. I was surprised that I still had him, or was still subscribed, because I noticed it on my sub feed. I've lost all respect for the guy.
By the way, who are you talking about again?
Exactly. See, I got the joke. Haha, funny.
But since we're talking about drama, I guess one other thing we could talk about is apparently there's some drama with the Vanos crew.
Janos Gaming.
Vanos Gaming. And
What is up with that? I mean, I know of Vanos, but I don't know much about.
So, oh gosh, what's the dude's name that has the Freddy mask? I can't remember his name right now.
Freddy mask.
Yeah, there's one of the guys in the group wears his character wears something along the lines of a Freddy ski mask.
Oh, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason mask. Okay.
Oh.
I'm
Freddy
looking
doesn't wear them.
I mean, Jason. Sorry.
It's all good.
It was, as I'm looking up the video.
But what's going on with them?
So there's a scandal where there's some things that are coming up where one of the members possibly had interactions with a underage girl. But turns out that there's possibly, at least as it's described, there's actually more to the story. And that apparently involving the one member of Vanos Gaming, there was a time where he was being hazed and nobody mentioned him. And it wasn't like it was physical contact. It was like through phone sexting and whatnot. And
Hazing? And wait,
I guess they were hazing him, where they were, I guess the joke or whatever they were doing was they were pitting him with a woman to have phone sex, I guess. And what he wasn't told to him was that the person on the other phone was an underage girl.
wait,
Holy shit.
they did that as a prank?
Yeah. I'm trying to find
What the fuck is
tipsters.
wrong with them?
I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find. And I guess it happened years ago, and it was like long forgotten. But apparently, one of the I guess somebody who used to be a part of Vanos Gaming, is kind of bringing it up, and it's causing quite a bit of problems.
Yeah, I don't see how that's fucked up.
That's really fucked up. What the hell?
Oh, did Chipster take the video down? I was trying to find it. Keemstar probably would have it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Vanos crew. I don't want to play his video. I just need the name of the individual. Oh, I'm looking it up. Vanos Gaming.
Getting rid of the psychopath test from my browser. Whoops. So, Aiden, doing anything fun for your birthday?
H2O Delirious. That's who it was.
H2O Delirious, eh?
Yeah, that's the one who like is getting kind of like the most heat when it comes to this whole thing because he was the one on the phone with the underage
Even though he
girl.
didn't fucking know?
Even when he didn't know. At least that's what he's trying. That's what he's mentioned.
So, was it like this was all recorded then, right?
I don't know if it was recorded. At least in the video that was in question, it wasn't mentioned if it was recorded. But he mentioned that it was probably one of the most embarrassing moments in his career. And after the whole situation, everybody just kind of let it, like, tried to move past it.
Jesus. It's just like it's another day, another person being exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
just
trying to
become
find-
like much more about morality police on the internet nowadays. With friends like that, fuck needs enemies. That fuck needs
Right.
enemies.
To answer your question earlier, NJ, I don't really have anything planned. If I'm feeling well enough, I might stream.
All right.
But other than that, don't really have any plans.
I mean, I still get excited for my birthdays,
Yeah.
even though I don't celebrate them.
It's just another day to me.
Yeah. But I still do the birthday week, even if I do nothing.
Yeah.
Because tradition, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do something, you know?
hmm
What is today? The 30th? Okay, so today is the last day to, I think, pick up Company of Heroes 2 off of Steam.
For free?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been on Steam in a long time.
If not, then that one went away yesterday. Little Nightmares is also currently free on Steam.
Rob, we just talked about that game.
Which one?
Little Nightmares. Or I made reference to it last night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I meant to say Little Misfortune, but I accidentally said Little Nightmares. Because we were in a... What the hell was that? We were in a nightclub, it seemed like. We were stealing people's hats while they were drunk and puking.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Because it reminded me of Little Misfortune because she goes into this cave and there's a bunch of rats at a club. And you have to convince the owner of the club to let you in. And then there's like some drugs involved and like that. Like Little Misfortune looks like a cute little game, but it's so much darker.
Yeah.
All right. Machiko says, Jesus, and for them to be so cowardly to not step up and admit to the fucked up prank so he doesn't get mauled by the masses.
Yeah, I guess the one who's bringing it up is Omni Wrecker. I guess a member who, or someone who used to be...
Ohm Wrecker, you mean?
No, Omni Wrecker.
Oh, I know an Ohm Wrecker.
Or I guess it might be Ohm Wrecker. I thought it was Omni. But
Could be.
H2O Delirious posted this tweet that said, screw that manipulative piece of shit. He's not the saint he claims. All his lies and twists because two groups decided they didn't want to play games with him. Already did the same thing to Markiplier.
Oh.
Ask him why he cheated on his real girlfriend he likes to keep secret and then uses a name.
Wait, wait, what? Markiplier cheated?
No, I guess Omrecker tried to do the same, I guess. So from how H2O Delirious is trying to make it out, or at least implying that this might be just kind of vindictive. And when it comes down to the individual who is bringing all of this information out to the public.
It sucks though. You have to pay attention to the intentions of why somebody is saying something, like why now, of all things, especially when it's from years ago.
Yeah.
Just makes me. I mean, I shouldn't be scared of the internet, but I will say that I've developed a little bit of a thicker skin from being on YouTube, but that's not saying too much because I'm always afraid. Like, oh, who's the next person that's going to be exposed? And then piled on. High size matters.
Surprisingly.
Go around, apparently. Or at least as far as relevancy as in he was mentioned in the fourth episode of that documentary.
Yeah.
Which I would like to use the term documentary loosely.
I think it's generous to call it a documentary.
Yeah. It's more of a hit piece on YouTubers.
Yeah.
But I've mentioned this before, like when it comes to the commentary community on YouTube, it's like the Wild West.
Yeah.
Very cutthroat.
That's putting it nicely.
Yeah. It's hard to make friends on the internet, or at least good ones. Because you're always thinking of who's got their fingers crossed behind their back whenever they're talking to you.
Right.
I mean, it does make me sound like I'm paranoid, and I'll admit, yeah, I am. A little bit. Not because I've done anything wrong or fucked up, it's just that it's just like...
The mentality
Yeah.
of things. You can't help but be wary.
Like, I've said and done shitty things. I'm not gonna lie about that, but it's just like, not everybody's shit needs to be exposed.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it ends up just making the situation a whole lot worse. And God, it makes me sound like, oh, what's MJ got to hide?
Nah.
Been following commentary since 2009.
Oh, wow.
I think I started watching commentary videos back in like 2015, 2016. Because that's how I ended up finding Rob's channel. When did you start your channel, by the way, Rob? The original one.
Not sure. It's been years.
Because I started watching you back in 2016. And I think you were still pretty new. I remember being excited, though, when you asked me to come on for a stream. And like how I had to go out and buy the webcam. Turns out you didn't even use or show my face. But I don't care. I was like... Because I think you only had like not even 200 subscribers then. I was like, oh my God, a popular YouTuber is going to interview me on their channel. I was so excited for that. And now look.
Right.
It's all gone to shit. Just kidding.
How many, like, how long after you first joined the channel did Magi and I pop in?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay.
Because I remember the day that I went on the very first stream, which was July 2nd. And then you guys started coming around a couple weeks later. Still pissed at a former friend of mine who doxed someone after they were told not to, or to not get branded as a villain for it. Now they claim I and others pressured them into it to look like a victim. Your fossil have seen people come and go. Some come and stay like pyrocynical. I used to watch him back in like 2016. Before he did he got exposed as far as like his face reveal and everything.
Yeah.
Which that's also fucked up. like trying so hard because if somebody doesn't show their face on camera, you want to find out what they look like. Like, Jesus, leave it alone. Some people don't like showing their faces. Yeah, doxing's not fun.
Mm-mm.
The kick in the head is that they're friends with the people they dox now and convince them I and my other friends are really the evil ones. And the people they are friends with are pretty racist. Oh, just add more ingredients to that fun salad.
Right? Fuck.
Hey guys, I got a video clip for you.
Uh-oh.
Since apparently it was announced that was it the next installment of Star Ocean or of JoJo?
Oh,
Might
Stone
be-
Ocean.
Yeah, it might be.
Is that the one that I linked a long time ago? The one where they dubbed the manga?
No, I think he's wanting to show the clip he posted in the freaking admin chat.
I know. That's the one I was referring to.
Oh wait, wrong one. I'm an
I'm
idiot.
a little out of it right now. Don't mind me.
H3 hated him. Now he's a cancel culture channel going after Keemstar. Ethan Klein, as much as I like him, I think that he's in essence a bully too.
Yeah.
Like you can't, and then crying that they like, yes, he has been bullied, he has been harassed and everything, but like some of the way that he's handling shit lately, like I can't agree with him on.
Mm-hmm.
I just think
Like-
he's just perpetuating the issue.
Yes.
I mean, especially
Don't
when they
continue
make.
the cycle.
I mean, it's like the phrase: "You make stupid, do stupid things, win stupid prizes."
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, that's an interesting Reddit board, by the way.
All right, I think I got it right this time.
Oh God.
Have you been to church lately?
Only this Sunday.
How about now?
I said this Sunday.
How about now? Take me to church.
Okay, so that wasn't the one I I saw.
No.
I'm looking forward to watching that. I haven't read the manga, so
Oh,
There's a
I'm
video
looking
though
forward to
that where people have actually dubbed the manga.
oh really?
Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if I still have it in my liked videos, but if I find it, I'll post it in Discord. Yeah, I
heard-
take my time to disappear from Twitter too.
I heard
There
that
you go.
this might be the last time we see Jotaro, right?
To my knowledge, though, I have yet to read any of JoJolion, which is part 8.
Oh dang!
Yeah. JoJolion has been going for quite some time. Matter of fact, it started in 2011. Part 8 did. And it's still going.
Still trying to figure out how Golden Boy came about because I don't remember ever talking to you about that.
I don't know. I don't know.
It does make me curious about it now.
Oh, it's amusing.
So what's the premise for Stone Ocean?
Jolene Kujo, Jotaro's daughter,
I love her
Ends up-
hair.
ends up going to prison because of an incident involving her boyfriend, I guess you can say.
Something like that.
It's been a while since I read it. but she ends up having to. Turns out she was actually kind of intentionally placed there so as to deal with the antagonist of the of that part, Father Pucci, who is a devout follower of Dio.
Which, yeah, I'm assuming was that floating priest guy that I
Yes,
showed.
that was Father Pucci.
Okay. Interesting. And I'm assuming we'll have like a bunch of people that have stands.
Oh, hands down. Like this part 6 gets pretty fucked up. Go figure, though, considering it takes place on an island prison.
Oh, jeez.
And eventually, towards the end, it was an aeronautical base in either Houston or somewhere in Florida. I don't remember which.
I think it was Houston.
But at the end of it, basically, the universe gets reset, in a manner of speaking.
Oh, shit.
And that's why parts 7 and 8 take place in, like, an alternate world or timeline or what have you.
So why reset reality?
It is just the after effects of the battle between Jolene, Jotaro, and Pucci.
Okay.
Basically, Pucci ends up getting his hands on the last remaining vestige of Dio, I guess you can say. Yeah. And it rapidly advances his stand.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. To the point that he basically has control over space-time.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh, no, he doesn't gain control over space-time. The only one who ever does that is Dio in Eyes of Heaven.
Is I'm telling you, like, I fucking called it. Every single, like, villain in...
But he ends up being able to rapidly accelerate time.
So, yeah, so almost every single freaking villain that our characters
Deals
face
with time?
Yeah, the main villain deals with time. Dio, I mean, especially with their stands, Dio was able to stop time. Oh gosh, what's the dude with Killer Queen? Was able to
Yoshikage Kira.
Yeah, Kira was able to manipulate time. Able to reset the clock to an earlier point in time, and inevitably turn somebody into kind of like a stand-in bomb.
Diablo was able to
skip time
or erase it.
Though it sucks for him, like for like the last bit, because if I remember correctly, was Giorno's stand ever explained of what it did to him?
It put him in a constant, a never-ending cycle of
death.
And not even Giorno is aware of it.
Like, I'm wondering if they like left his body. Like, if he's like, I wonder if he was still alive, but in a constant state of shock and or comatose due to him being in a never-ending loop of death.
Maybe. They never recovered his body. They never once recovered his body. Giorno watched it fall into the water and he's like, okay, he's actually dead. I don't sense his life anymore.
Yeah. And then we got this.
The creator of the manga made it that way to prove how stupid time powers really are and how they're beatable. Yes.
And then we got freaking this new character, as you just described, is able to manipulate time as well.
Once it evolves.
Yeah. Didn't they need the arrow for that though?
Not in this.
Oh, that's
Because
bullshit.
Dio's vestige is just that fucking strong. Like a good quarter of the arc is them trying to keep the vestige away from Poochie.
Oh, that's bullshit. Some way or another, like Dio always comes back.
Well, he's kind of in parts. He's in part 7, but it's not Dio. It's
not.
a completely different Dio.
It's not Dio.
It's not Dio.
So we're talking about the next one that's coming up, which is Star Ocean, right?
No.
Oh, so part 7 is a
Part
different.
7. It's a completely different continuity. Like it's like the main character, the JoJo for part 7 is Johnny Joestar.
Okay.
That continuity's Jonathan.
Okay.
But he's in my opinion, he's a whiny little prick because he ended up getting crippled. He ended up becoming paraplegic.
How?
Horse riding.
Huh.
He was a horse racer or something, if memory serves. He was a horse jockey.
So does that version of Dio become evil?
He's always been an asshole with Jonathan. They were rivals.
But like I said, does he become evil in that one too?
Yeah.
No.
Jolene,
So it doesn't matter what
this one is interesting because there are 2 Dios. There ends up being 2 different Dios in part 7.
What?
Thanks to the antagonist, which is the President Funny Valentine.
Stupid name.
Wait, is that a Doug reference?
Maybe.
Well, because Doug Funny and Skeeter Valentine.
I know. That's the first thing I thought whenever I started reading it and came across that. I was like, oh my god. I'm not looking forward to part. I'm looking forward to part 7 when it eventually comes out. I'm not sure when that'll be, but at the same time, I'm not. Just because President Valentine's stand name, his localized stand name.
Oh, what is it?
Filthy acts at a reasonable price.
What the fuck?
Do what now?
That's Funny Valentine's localized stand name. The stand's original name is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, or D4C.
I've seen the Creepy Thomas the Engine one. Size matters. It's
Wait,
fucking
what?
terrifying.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'd say that's more terrifying than replacing Mr. X with Thomas the Tank Engine.
I liked the mod where Jill for Resi 3 remake was all she was wearing were like pasties.
Wait, what?
In a Santa hat.
Oh,
That's the first mod I saw for the modern Resident Evil games.
I think the most recent one that somebody posted was apparently covering her in mud.
who, Jill or Lady Demetrius?
Jill.
Okay.
Did you guys talk about Resi 8 last week?
Yeah.
I still have a feeling Ethan's alive.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, part of me would want that, but if anything, it's more so with the effects of the oh gosh, what the fuck is it called?
The mold.
The mold, yeah. Because there was it had a complicated name. was stupid. They should just call
Mega
them-
Mycete.
Yeah, the Mega Mycete. I guess it was a collective conscience of like a variety of different people, as it was explained by Mother Miranda. So
I don't think he's a mutant. Size matters.
So, if anything, more likely, if it's not him that's alive, it's more likely his consciousness.
Well, just because of the reason why I think he's alive still is because of the fact of the person walking up to the car at the very end. If you zoom in on that, it's
I know.
Ethan. But yeah, we talked about that privately. But it could be just a placeholder avatar. And I know it says that the father's story is now done, but I still think that Ethan has somewhere to go with this, unless it's just going to be purely focused on Rose and or Mia.
I could see that. Like, I honestly get the feeling if Ethan shows up in the next game, it might just be as a side character.
Yeah.
Maybe. It'd be cool to play as Chris. And I'm curious if like any DLCs will be coming out for Resi 8 like they did for 7.
We'll probably.
What would be funny is if that happens and he comes across a boulder that he has to push in order to continue. He's like, no, I'm done. I am done doing this. No.
Boulder punching asshole.
Yeah, I kind of like took a step back for that. I'm like, how does he fucking know? How does he know about that? That makes no sense.
Yeah, he had Wolverine powers because he put his hand back on. But that was because he's part of the mold, not because he's a mutant. But yeah, when I watched the game or the ending, I was kind of pissed because I was like, you want Ethan to live. I mean, fucker can live without his heart. A little mold kills him? Okay. I'm an insensitive asshole. I'm sorry. I'm also eating Nutter Butters.
Oh,
So,
shit.
hear
I'm
that
gonna
ASMR.
look that up. Holy fuck.
Huh?
I completely forgot about that. The version of Among Us that you have to pay for to not have ads is currently free on Epic Game Store.
Oh, nice. So I was looking at a random thing that I just realized because, as you guys know, Invincible, the animated series, came up recently on Amazon.
That sounds familiar.
Well, it just because I was looking at random movie clips, and something that just dawned on me was the shirt on was it Simon Pegg? That is a Invincible shirt. I'm like, who would have thought that would actually become animated?
Well, Deadpool and Wolverine were mutants. But
Deadpool's a mutate. not a full mutant.
that's not why I was laughing. No, I'm not even repeating it. Stupid.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I can't. It's so dumb. It's not even worth mentioning.
I'm not gonna ask you. Don't worry. But oh, shit.
Oh, I'm great at making an ass out of myself. I just decided to stop myself this time. Nutter Butters are gone.
No.
Still got my PlayStation mug though. This mug is fucking awesome. I know I brought it up last night, but it's still awesome.
So I recently started reading the source material that Sweet Home was based on.
Never played Sweet Home.
I meant the
Or wait, I'm
the
thinking of something else.
manga,
Never mind.
the manga that the Netflix series is based on.
Oh,
I started watching that a little bit, but I couldn't get into it right away.
Yeah, it's
I still need to
understandable.
watch Lucifer. I mean, and so many other
yeah,
shows.
season 5, season what, 6 or
Season 5B.
5B? Why are they calling it season 5B? Just call it
Because
season
it's the
Because
6.
it
second
was
half.
Yeah, because they had to cut production due to COVID
Oh, okay.
mid-season, and so they decided to split it up. But season 5B came out 2 days ago.
Huh.
And God is the Allstate man.
Which is
Allstate.
freaking funny.
Because of course he is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the person who played God in season 3 or 4,
You know what? It
Well-
would be what.
God
You know-
Johnson.
You know what would have been a great running joke is, even though it's like more of a serious tone, Morgan Freeman.
Basically the same concept.
But no, no.
And I'm not meaning that in a weird racist derogatory way too.
That
Not
was
saying all
a
people are the same,
wasted.
just be
That
clear.
was a wasted opportunity. A wasted opportunity.
They
to
couldn't
not have
afford
Morgan Freeman do it.
It would have felt like a half-baked nod to Bruce Almighty.
And
Yeah.
Evan Almighty.
Is that why you said it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah. Well then fuck, why don't we just get Jim Carrey as God?
I don't know. That wouldn't
Steve
work.
Carell.
Now, Jim Carrey, I think, would be at the table because I believe he's still currently filming for the second Sonic movie.
Oh yeah, and they're introducing Tails and Knuckles.
Yep.
That picture that Sage posted in admin chat.
I don't. He posted it in admin chat and the cursed images
I'm
channel.
just
Oh.
like, why is Big got to be disrespected?
Not even his English VA likes Big.
I'm sorry.
John St. John,
I'm not a fan of Big the Cat.
otherwise
I
known
like
as
Big the
Duke
Cat,
Nukem.
even though he's dumb as hell. I like him.
You know, it'd be really messed up. Actually, it would be weird in especially with how early it is. They introduced Amy the Hedgehog.
No, she is so fucking generic. The only time she's not generic is in the Sonic Boom series.
Uh,
Oh, the game sucked. Show
Yeah.
is actually pretty humorous.
show sucks, or the game sucks.
What game?
Sonic Boom.
Oh.
Sorry?
Rise of Blue, to be more precise.
Hmm.
The
Well,
3DS
when we play It
games, they
Takes
don't
Two,
seem to
Aiden,
be
we're
too
going to be
bad.
basically playing versions of Sonic Boom.
Wait, what?
Sonic Boom. So should I just preemptively break my own neck? See ya.
Oh shit! Nice, nice timing on that sound effect there.
End the stream now. End it now.
Oh shit!
I have like a ton of freaking water bottles right next to me. That worked out perfectly.
All just for that gag. I got my drinking water in the fridge. Excuse me. These are my neck cracking bottles. But no, there are some areas in It Takes Two that remind me of Sonic Boom.
Bounce pad.
It wasn't bad. I wouldn't say.
I
Took us
said
a little
bounce
bit.
pad.
Not bounce pad. Oh. No, your characters are right up front of the screen, not just in the background, just bouncing bounce pad.
You know where I was getting that from, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I think from Game Grumps. Hey, Knuckles, you enjoying yourself back there? I'm fine.
Wait, what?
I'm having fun.
What?
They're
Grumps.
like
Like
one of
Sonic
the
Boom playthrough.
Oh,
during one of the earlier episodes, they're going through a platforming segment, and you see one of the characters, like one of the other characters on their platform. Tails, it looks like he's moving around on his platform. Amy does, I can't remember what she does. Sonic is just standing there waiting for his turn. As for Knuckles, he's just jumping in place.
You okay back there?
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Oh gosh, and the fucking dumbest line from that fucking game. There are presents? Like, I know Knuckles is stupid, but damn, that's freaking...
You got me the other day, though, when you're like, when you brought up, oh no, I forgot to finish the graphics.
I'm not done with the graphics.
We gotta get it out now.
Then they pull a freaking Ben O'Reilly. We're doing live. Fuck it.
Yep.
We're doing live.
why does that bring to mind Deadpool, the video game?
I don't know.
Bouncy Castle? Bouncy Castle.
Oh,
Knew that would come back around someday. My parents got divorced and all I got was a bouncy castle.
oh.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, we were all questioning, like, how much money are these people making? Jesus Christ!
It's like a ball pit of death and a bouncy castle.
Like hundreds of bouncy castles.
I know.
It's like, what the fuck are like? What? Where's the mom working to earn this much fucking money?
Yeah. We've been trying to make up alternative or guessing the ending. And I said it would be a fucked up ending where the two main characters get back together, but their daughter is taken away by CPS.
Oh, no, mine was, it turns out that the entire time they were on edibles.
Yeah. And then they use the book as rolling paper.
Which is why it's wanting revenge.
For those of you that have no clue what we're talking about, it's from our It Takes Two playthrough that Rob and I have been doing on this channel.
Also,
all of our theories are always end up really dark.
Remember when we played the clock boss again? Like after we beat it, watch. Turns out that clock was actually a bomb. And she puts it back on the wall.
And I was like, "Cutie, I'm seeing you soon." That poor elephant.
That was like one of the worst moments of the game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There are some things in this game which I'm like, this is not rated E for everyone.
It was fucked up.
Okay, so there is one part, and I'll spoil kind of, it's not anything plot related, but you basically have to fight a vacuum cleaner. And the way to beat it is by taking its own hoses and sticking it in its eye sockets.
What the fuck?
Yep. And you pull its eyes out, and it dies.
It gets dark at moments.
Yeah. Or how, like, last night, the plants that we were cutting up were bleeding.
Well, you were cutting up. I basically was turning into plants.
Yeah.
I think the one that we got a good laugh at was the moment where I turned into a freaking cactus.
You looked like a giant cacti.
And then the best part is like if you turn the camera You could literally see Cody's face plastered on every single one of
Yep.
the plants,
It's nightmare fuel.
except for the
nightmare fuel.
except for the dandelion.
That was cool. I wish I could have floated on that though. I keep forgetting that we can switch characters for each episode, but I think at this point we just stick with the ones that we have.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. It's a longer game than I was expecting.
How
We're
many
going through it.
chapters have y'all done?
I forgot how many there were. We're on the second to last chapter.
Oh, okay.
Because last night's stream, we got through one full area. We pretty
then,
much only get through one area.
Yeah.
Stream.
It's
And
been
we
good
still
so
miss
far.
a lot. But I think we have about a couple more hours to go, at least. Maybe 3-4 hours. Maybe sooner than that, since we already kind of did start on the second to last chapter.
Yeah.
Another reason why I know it's the second to last chapter, because I did look up, we did get stuck at one place, and I did look up a walkthrough. Just because there was, I don't even remember what that puzzle was or where we got stuck at.
Are you talking about the one with the bridge?
No, not the bridge one. The one that I actually had to look up. Hell Tower.
Oh, well, Hell
Hell
Tower, and then there was also the moment where we were, it was like close to like the dungeon crawler game.
Yeah,
where it's
Diablo.
Yeah. Where we were trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, that one was dumb. That was more me being dumb.
The segment was cool.
Mm-hmm. Also unrelated, another RE8 mod is the lichens are replaced by Teletubbies.
No gods, kill them all.
And the dungeon zombies are replaced by Barney the dinosaur.
Oh fuck no! I think the worst part is if you
that believe that Barney was God,
Hmm.
like literal God, like Jesus Christ.
I think the worst part is if for the mod you replace the sounds they make with him singing the stupid theme song.
Teletubbies.
No, I'm talking about the Barney theme song. Barney theme song
Arrow.
for the dungeon zombies. Just imagine that as they're trying to kill you.
I love you.
It's so horrifying.
You love me.
Jeez, what next? They're gonna add Tickle Me Elmo?
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
god.
Don't
I'm
give
sure
them
there's probably
ideas.
an Elmo mod.
Hmm.
I would
I mean-
say Teletubbies would be a lot scarier than the lichens.
Yeah.
Tinky Winky, no.
Quote, DBZ Abridged Bulma, kill it with fire.
Oh yeah, kill it with fire.
I saw some Scooby-Doo mods for Resi 3 where Jill was Shaggy.
What?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But I still like the Santa outfit the best because she's wearing a G-string and pasties and a Santa hat. Because I'm like, how are they getting away with this? Because I saw it on I think it was like Gamer's Little Playground that posted it. And of course, somebody had to fucking throw Thomas the Train in there because why not?
Yeah.
Thinking about the memes nowadays, they tend to be a little more clever than how they used to be, like, you know, like 360 no scope, stupid Pepe Frog, and I'm just saying we've advanced since then to eating Tide Pods, and I'm not making a really good argument for our society.
No, you really are.
Yeah, stupid people be stupid.
Agreed.
Yep.
All right. I've got a film a video for my students before 8 a.m. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. So
All right. If
I can make sure I
anything,
get it
I think.
done.
Well, we talked about the Onision thing, so I think if anything, probably call it now.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and for those who are or watching live, as well as for those who will watch the VOD after it's live. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you for everybody for following us on our 100th episode. Because especially since you know, this is the second time that we've gone to 100. Technically, this would be our close to 200th episode if it wasn't for what happened to the channel. But in the end, things happen. But we'll just go from try to rebuild what was destroyed. But anyway, thank you guys again. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob, MJ, and Aden signing off. Have a good one and take care. Peace.
See yous.
Peace.